All right, welcome back to an.
We should just keep that.
right. I was like, man, I'm gonna have to use it. Welcome back to another amazing episode of the Win and Play podcast. I am your host, Sean Gary, national youth speaker and author of Ricardo's Race, the activity booklet, and a couple other books. But anyway, listen.
Doing it.
This is part two, not one, but two. Not one, but two.
Second time around. Know what I'm saying? Second time around.
So listen, if this is your first time being here, because this is part two with my brother here, but if this is your first time being here, understand this is the Win and Play podcast where we talk to principals, teachers, parents, and any other youth advocate. Anybody that touches, works with, we don't want to say touches, that works with kids, loves kids, and pours into kids, students. We want to hear from you. We want to hear from them so that they can give the Win and Play. They can give tips and tricks and what they do that works well in the classroom, in the field, on the court, in the gym, at home, whatever the case may be. Yeah. So listen up, because taking notes is key. They say a dull pencil is sharper than a sharp mind. So make sure you guys are taking notes. Pause it, rewind it, go back. Make sure you go back and check out the first episode, part one, and then this is part two. And so for those that don't know, what we typically do is it's the Win and Play podcast. We pop our rings. You know, we win in championships, we win in rings, so we enjoy ourselves a ring pop. But, you know, because it's part two, I want to mix it up a little bit, you know, because all of us that get to that winning championship game, we remember when we were younger, when we was playing in Little League for multiple sports and different activities. We got the team mom or all the moms. They come together and they bring the snacks, right?
Snacks.
And then one of the drinks that they bring to the snacks, to the table after the game is one of these.
Little hugs, bro. We popping champagne hugs. We won the championship. We popping these.
Taking it back, baby. We taking it back. All right, so we're gonna get this thing going, right? So First of all, again, man, I appreciate you taking time to come back out. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. One of the busiest, hardworking men that I know. Blessed, man, beautiful family, you know, amazing company, influence, the whole nine, man. I appreciate you coming out, man. You've been using your gifts and using your platform, man, for good and for the kingdom. So
for sure.
I appreciate watching you. Of course, I've learned a lot over the years, you know, especially on the artist side of things. And I just appreciate you, man, not just coming on here, just being who you are authentically, you know, in life. Right?
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
And thank you for what you're doing, man. This is, and please support, man. This is super important. You know, as an entrepreneur, man, people don't realize the stuff, you know, people might not realize the stuff that we deal with on an everyday basis trying to keep a business going. You know what I'm saying? Man. And so for you to do this, man, and stepping out, and shining light on other people, bro. It's so selfless. You know what I mean? It's selfless of you to do that. Of course, it's always, you know, we benefit as well. You benefit as well, right. You know, but for the most part, man, you are supporting other small businesses, and we appreciate you, bro.
Well, thank you. Thank you for that. Hopefully, if you guys saw the last episode, you checked out a super fire video, and we want to pick up kind of where we left off last time. We were talking about the music. We were talking about you not supposed to be in the club, but you know what I'm saying, doing your thing with the music, and it was building up. So let's pick up from there. Sure. We mentioned shout out to Rob again, and how you guys had started to come together. So he was rapping and you was working with him, and you was like, well, that's not really where I was at. I'm saved now, so I ain't gonna rap because what I was rapping ain't what I'm gonna rap now. All that good stuff. So let's pick up from there. Like, what happened after that?
So got with Rob, man, and we created this group called Forever in Christ Music, right? FIC Music. And man, I'm gonna tell you, bro, what was so crazy is when we started, like, people wasn't letting us in the churches.
Really?
Nah, bro, it was over. Like, it was music, man, all day. It was the most demonic thing in the world, bro. Like, Moses was like, nah, y'all can't. We don't know what that is.
Right.
Like, it sounds just like the world.
Right.
But this
y'all
is
talking too fast. we can't hear all them words y'all saying.
Yeah, what y'all sneaking in there saying stuff.
What y'all saying?
But man, that lets you know that it lets you know the mindset and how things are so misconstrued, right? Because the world doesn't have a sound. It's God created sound.
Yeah.
So the world doesn't own it anyway. You can't say the world has a sound. It doesn't have a sound. The world has sin, which you don't have to have a sound to promote, or to produce, right? So, it's like, man, we're talking. Everything is in the message, right? And what they were saying was, rapping sounds like something sinful people will do. But they don't realize that it's not the sound that God is against, it's the message that God is against, right? So we wasn't promoting evil. We wasn't promoting sinful things. We was literally rapping about how much we love God in our own way. You know what I'm saying? We was telling our stories, how we got, delivered, but we just putting it in music. We was just basically, it was poetry.
Yeah.
And then we said, we gonna say the poem on beat.
Yeah.
It's literally the same thing, you know, but they didn't see it at the time. So but Rob's church, I believe, if I can remember right, was the first church that allowed us to rap.
Really?
The church he was going to, Abundant Life.
Okay. Shout out to Abundant Life.
Yeah, Abundant Life, man. I never forget it, bro. We had this concert there, and it was like a soldier something type where everybody was in army fatigue. It was super dope though. Yeah. But we had so much fun, man. And after that, after Rob's church started letting us perform there and started seeing how we was drawing the youth. Yeah. And it was more people and more. Man, people was getting prayed for it after. It was. You couldn't deny it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, people was surrendering their life. It was crazy. Then other churches started. Like, okay, come right for our youth group. Yeah.
Come bring that hippity hoppity
on over here. Yeah. And then K-Drama came right behind us and started, at St. Peter's. You know what I'm saying? He was packing out St. Peter's. Like, shout out to K-Drama and the church who allowed him to do that. You know what I'm saying? We went over there and supported him too. So, and it just started growing in Cincinnati. Christian hip hop started growing in Cincinnati, man.
That's what's up. I mean, we could actually do a whole podcast on just not even music in Cincinnati that's come from Cincinnati, but just gospel rap that's been in Cincinnati. I remember seeing somebody tag me in a post, man, this was years ago, but it said like all the gospel rappers in the city, like, and bruh, I mean, at first I was like, yeah, I know him, I know her. And I was like, wait, how long is this list? Like, and I was scrolling, I'm like, daggone, we got this, we deep. I was like, man.
We deep.
I'll never forget that, man. But anyway, all right. Yeah. So from there, so you was with FIC, and then what would you say was what led to what would you call the height of where you went as an artist before we get to the good stuff?
Yeah. So I was with FIC, then I got married, and I told Rob, I was like, man, we were two alpha males. Me and Rob, right? We're two alpha males for real, right? So he's an entrepreneur in his own right, always been. Yeah. But I have that same spirit and drive, right? So I was like, man, it was actually encouraging to see what he had did with FIC, like getting people together, and I was like, man, I feel like I can do this, like I can be the captain of my own, right? You know what I mean? So I started One Route Entertainment.
One Route,
you know what I mean? Started One Route Entertainment, and then I continued to do music, man, for years. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just traveling, and so I think the height, man, was, I don't know, it had to be like 2010 to like 2010, somewhere around there.
Okay.
You know, when I was really like traveling and really heavy and really into it. So,
yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah, it was good. It was dope, man.
Was it ever? Because I know that I have one of these, so I don't know if every other artist does or someone who's done it for at least a decent period of time. Do you have something that that you were able to experience or accomplish, like as an artist, where you said like, "Wow, dang God, like you allowed me to do that"? Like, man.
I think a few things, man. I think one is being on a track with Bootsy Collins.
Okay, absolutely.
But on a couple PlayStation games.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's fire.
Like
that's fire.
That, bro.
Like, yeah, I'm in a video game. Like,
and to this day, you can go listen to ATV3.
Wow.
And you can go listen to NBA Jam.
What?
I'm on one of the NBA jams, but yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
so
that's definitely there. That definitely hits the mark for sure.
A video. Like, I mean, man, I remember being at FIC, bro, and we listening to NBA Live and the music playing, and I'm like, oh my God, that would be so dope to be on a video game. You know what I mean? And to actually be on a couple of video games to this day, you know, it's super dope, man. But I think that's one of my highlights. I think opening up for Lecrae and Bogarts one time is a highlight.
I was there,
so many features.
And we was outside, like at that time we had our label, and I had got VIP tickets for everybody to go in and do their thing, connect. And I was planning to go in as well, but I was outside and connecting and dropping stuff. I think I had an album about to drop, and I was outside, and I remember looking up, like I hit all the lines, but now that means the VIP stuff's done. They about to start. Like, so I completely missed my Lecrae close up and connect with him because I was out grinding.
Hustling.
You know what I'm saying? So, but it was cool because my guys was inside. They got the experience and whatnot. But anyway,
that's dope.
But yeah, man, I appreciate that because I know for me, I'm not gonna say what mine was, but it was like, dang, God, you told me to do this. And 10, 12 years later, I'm here right now and looking at all the things that I was like, you want me to rap? Like, what? I'm not a rapper. And he goes, so since when do you question me? I was like, well, I guess I'm a rapper then.
For sure. For sure. Right then and there. I'm starting today. I'm starting today.
So yeah, I could definitely look at some things and go, man, God, you did that.
Yeah.
I had no intention.
Absolutely.
No intention. But anyway.
Little bug gonna die tonight.
He in here trying to get in the
die.
video.
Yeah, he's
like,
gonna die tonight. He out of here. So yeah.
Okay, so one route, doing your thing all over on video games. That's crazy. That's dope though. So what happened, man? Let's just get to it, man. Let's just get to it. So I've been seeing, bro. I remember, bro. It was at my birthday party, bro. When we went to you popped up on there I think it was the last one there, but it was only a couple close guys. And it was what were we eating at? I can't even remember. It was one of them Japanese what you call it spots,
like hibachi, something like that.
Yep. And you was talking about doing a clothing line. And,
wow.
I didn't forget it. And you said you was like, yeah, I want to do this. And I'm not gonna say what you said, but you had some details to some of the ways you was gonna give back with some of the income. And that had touched me because it was that vein I was in, like, man, I want to give back in this way. And then when you talking about that, I'm like, yo, that's fire. And he was like, yeah, and then I want to give back. And I'm like, I love it. I love it. So I remember that, but let's hear the story behind, because bro, like I can be in the grocery store. I could be forget the grocery store where I'm physically located. I could be watching somebody online or scrolling through something and see somebody with Good Company on, and not only be a celebrity, but be somewhere all the way across the globe somewhere. Like, so it's kudos, bro. Like you have done something with Good Company, man, that is just phenomenal, bro. Like it's phenomenal, man. It's beyond words. And it's funny, right? When it's like, oh, that's my guy. You see each other, and then that's my guy too, but you know him, he know you. I would probably know him too. But then when you be seeing like mass people that you don't know, like rocking your boy's stuff, it's like, hey, that's what's up. Or because I remember I'd be like, yeah, good company, yeah, let's go. Like, and they'd be like, yeah, good company. It's like
it's a community,
like
man.
a community,
It really
bro.
It really
Yeah.
has done that without my permission.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you a couple stories, man. What's so crazy. And I'll tell you about how it started. But man, Good Company has formed this community of people, right? Where people feel comfortable speaking to people that they don't know just because they wearing Good Company. I mean, I've heard these stories.
Right.
Like people come to me and tell me, like, bro, I'm in the airport or I'm out somewhere and somebody is just, hey, I see you keeping Good Company. I don't know him from a hole in the wall. What makes him feel comfortable to come at me like that? You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's like, look what the clothing, it's the clothing that's doing that. That's uniting people. It's not young, old, rich, poor, black, white. Nope. Like it is like everybody feels a part of something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They feel a part.
And excited about it.
Yeah,
excited about something good.
Something good, right?
It's not like something you excited about, but you really don't want nobody to know you love.
Yeah. Like, it's like we out here.
We out here. Yeah, we out
here.
Yeah,
we confident. Man, man, I think more than anything, that brings me more satisfaction, right? Because the truth is, man, when you start a business, you don't know how it's gonna go, bro. Right. You can pray, you can ask God, you can do all that. You don't think it's people who started a business, pray, ask God, thanked him, and it failed in the first 3 years, and they were still thankful, right? So you can do all the praying, you can do all the thanking you want, but if you don't put the rubber to the road and grind, all the praying ain't gonna matter. You know what I'm saying? The Bible says without faith without works is dead. But what they saying is the faith is dead. Faith is dead. Faith without works is dead. What's dead? Faith.
Right.
Your faith is dead when you don't put the works to it.
Come on.
Right? Man. So it's like I have to work, I have to grind. But man, one time this lady came in the store. This was when I had my store downtown on Ray Street. This was my first location. Okay. So I had a store on Ray Street. A lady came in and she, was buying some stuff, and she said, "Man, I got to tell you something." And I was like, I'm thinking something was defective. I'm like, what you about to tell me? Because we laughing and she got all serious. Yeah. I'm like, oh shoot, what I done did? I'm gonna make it right regardless. But what did I? So she was like, I stay in an apartment building and you can't get in unless you're buzzed in. And she was like, this lady, because we was talking about the brand, right? She was like, I just love the brand. And she was like, I heard this lady screaming and crying. And she ran up to my apartment building. But we don't let people in. I don't care what you're going through. You got to have a key, right? You can be anybody. She said, I heard her screaming and crying, and I looked down, and she had on a Good Company hoodie, and I let her in because she had that hoodie on. Wow, bro, I couldn't believe that, man. I could not believe that, bro. It's been stories, man. People done text me and said, man, bro. People done text me and said, you know what, man? I got cut off in traffic, bro. I was mad, bro. And I was about to race back up and, flip them out, whatever. My dude said, I had on a Good Company shirt, bro, and I just couldn't do it. I had to let it go. I was just
representing the brand. They representing you. They like, nah, I just can't.
And,
it's bigger than any one person. Like
it's an accountability brand as well. It's not just saying like, hey, man, suggesting you should keep Good Company around you and reiterating that message. But it's like, man, I gotta be Good Company too. Right. You know what I mean? Like I can't just I have to be it. So, bro, I think more than anything, man, and this is something that I never seen coming in my life because I worked at Foot Locker, I worked in retail my whole life, bro. I think that's why I'm so poised at it, good with people because I've done this my whole life. But I tell you, I never wanted to have a clothing line in my life because I didn't like retail. I didn't like the hours. Like it took my weekends. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I thought I was gonna rap till I die, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? I never wanted to sell clothes. So when God put this on my heart, and He had to have put it on my heart because I'm creative, but I ain't this creative. I don't even want to take the credit for Good Company. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Some things we can take credit for. I mean, and I know people say, I don't take the credit, God get the credit. But God doesn't care about the credit, He cares about the glory. The glory is what He won't share. The credit you have to build yourself. That's your name. When you put if you do music and you make a CD, you putting your name on there in the credits. Right. You did the rap. You did the song. Yeah. Right. So I had to learn how to just be thankful, man, and accept the compliments too. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And not be fake. It was God. Nah, I did the work. It was me. It's okay. Yeah. You did the work. Yeah. You came to work today. Right. We thanking you for working. You know what I mean? Right. But what I do give God is the glory, which is the ability on how I'm able. That's what he said. That's what he said he won't share. Is this glory? That glory. Yeah, the glory. He needs that because without telling people that he's the reason why I'm able, it doesn't go back to him. You know what I mean? So, no, that's good. But the community, man, Good Company is a community, bruh. And when I tell you, I have all type of supporters, right? I have people who just share my posts, which is amazing. I need that too. I got people who purchases, ever so often. And I got people who everything I got a few people right now, everything I drop, they probably have stuff I don't have. Wow. Literally. Wow. They buy everything, and so I'm really thankful, man. I never wanted to do this, but to be able to do it and to have the heart that I have for it because of the message, it's amazing. So that's why I started it, man, is to really solve a problem in our communities. Yeah. The message about watching who you surround yourself with has never been promoted. I see billboards that say, don't text and drive, don't drink and drive. Never seen a billboard reminding me to keep good company or to keep God company. So. Oh, that's good. And before we get to the story behind it and where you said, man, connected with, I just want to tell you that are watching, now is the perfect time to like and subscribe. Please. If you have not yet, like and subscribe, hit all the YouTube things, and also share this with somebody. For sure. Right? Share this with somebody. This brother sharing his heart. And for those of you, plenty of you have seen the brand. You've purchased the brand. Some of you seen it and didn't know who was behind it. Yeah. Man, I done had some cats, bro. like, oh yeah, I know the owner too. Short guy, light skin with the fro. Like, nah. That's not good company. That's great company. remember that fake one I sent you? Yeah, oh yeah. Hey, shout out to my dude Vern too, because this fool talking about he gonna make one called Gooder Company. Gooder Company. He said he gonna put the ER at the end. Gooder Company. Right. But no, that's good. Let me see. So I want people to connect with like the story, like what happened, man, and share that with the people so they can get a grasp of the root. Yeah, for sure. So how it even started, man, and sometimes it's always weird to share how I came up with the idea and stuff like that. I don't think I did, man. It's always a blur when I try to tell this story because I can't pinpoint like, oh, I'm going to start a clothing line. It was just something that came over me, man. Wow. It's really hard to explain, for real. Like I had this unction to start a clothing line because I tell you what I was doing before. Right around the same time is I got called to pastor in 2014. So I got called to pastor in 2014. And right around that time, I got hit with that. Like God dropped the clothing line on me. And so I started actually pastoring in 2015, but I launched my clothing line in 2014, July 25th, 2014. Okay. So started the clothing line. And then that next year, I started pastoring. So I put music down for a long time because I couldn't put 100% energy into the music while I was trying to put 100% into pastoring. I mean, some people can do both. I just couldn't because for me, I was like, yo, I have to rightly divide this word. Like I have to make sure I'm on point and I'm not fluffing people. I'm not trying to preach to get reactions out of people and have people run and scream like, man, the heck with that stuff, man. Like what I need to study for real. You know what I mean? So I won't mislead people. Yeah. So at the same time, me doing that, that's when the clothing line started, man. And I remember being in the bed one night and I was trying to come up with the name. And I remember hopping up, man. It had to be about 3 a.m. or something like that. My wife was asleep. She was like, can you calm down? Like, I was so excited, bro. And I remember calling Larissa, who designed my logo. Shout out to Larissa. That's my sister forever.
Yep.
So she designed my logo. I remember I told her, it's so crazy. I woke up and I knew exactly how the logo needed to look.
Wow.
Like no sketching, no nothing. I just told her, I said, listen, it has to be the word good, but I want parentheses around the second O. I didn't try the first O first, seeing how it looked, got it back.
Right.
It's like God told me exactly what to tell her. So I remember she sent the first version, and I was like, nah, I don't like that. I was actually like, that's trash. And she was like, bro, you just hurt my feelings. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, sis. I'm so sorry. And so she was like,
that's rare for Larissa.
No, for real.
That's rare.
That's rare.
That's rare. Like, I didn't like it.
Oh, very rare. That's probably why I hurt. That's probably why.
She probably never heard that in her life.
But the first time it looked at like cyber, like a cyber, like it looked
like kind of square.
Yeah.
Instead of the,
yes. It like those brackets.
I was gonna say, there's a name for it. That's a real thing.
Bro, that's exactly how
I needed the curve.
Yeah, it didn't look like a logo. It looked like something you could type out, right?
Okay, yeah.
So then she sent the second logo, and it was almost like this. It was this, but it wasn't separate. It wasn't overlapping. Like you see how the G overlaps the O, and then the parentheses overlap the last D.
Yeah.
It was just regular. It wasn't. So when she sent that, I'm like, man, we close.
Right,
I'm gonna tell you how dope Larissa is. I'm gonna tell you how dope she is. I said, it's right there, Larissa. I said, but I can't even tell you what will make it right. I said, but that's the logo though. But I don't know what you have to do to make it look like a logo. It doesn't look like a logo. It looks like somebody can type that out and put that on a shirt. Right, I don't want something that somebody can type out. I want something that she sent this back.
It's like, it's over.
Bro, I lost my mind, bro. I knew this was my logo. I knew it.
That's what's up.
Few years later, got it trademarked. And this is where we've been, man. You know, just pushing, bro. You know, I had a store downtown on Ray Street. That was my first store. I remember I was scared to death to start my store while working for CPS. I was a paraprofessional, first grade math. So I was teaching that, and I was running a store and working at CPS at the same time. I did both for 6 years before I was able to leave my job.
Wow.
So I worked at CPS for 6 years. I was in lunchroom. I was in the lunchroom for 3 years, transferred from the lunchroom to the classroom. Okay. So yeah, man, I left my principal darn near kicked me out because she was like, this ain't for you. She kept telling me like, you can't do both. You are engulfed with your business while you're here, and you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta attend to the kid. I'm like, I know, but I'm answering emails. I'm taking orders. I'm like, all while I'm at work, and I know it's wrong, but I'm between a rock and a hard place, right? So I was able to leave, man, and we're here today, man. Almost 10 years later, bro.
That's what's up. So for every single person who is watching, who says, you know what, it's about that time. I need to go ahead and cop another shirt, a hat, some sweatpants or something.
For sure.
Go ahead and give them the link where they can go on the website. But before we do that, I'm thinking here, you know, because I gotta look out for y'all, right? I need you to hook them up, man.
For sure.
What kind of discount can you give them for those who respond to this episode? And they say, I'm copping something to support that message. I'm supporting that man. I'm supporting that company, the idea, the message. I want to be a part of that community. For those that go get something right now, what can you do for them?
So that's what you do. You put in the code WINGOOD, WINGOOD, and it's going to take 15% off your total.
There you go.
Bang. WINGOOD is the code.
There you go.
I got you.
You're welcome. All right. So, all right, man, everything's been good.
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming out.
Man,
we
for
can't
sure.
get you out of here without these winning plays.
The winning plays. I'm ready, cuz.
So option A, option B. Option A, the way this works, ladies and gentlemen at home. Option A is you choose principals, teachers, and parents, and you give 3 winning plays for each one. That's 9 different things. Or option B, you choose one of them, principals or parents or teachers, and then you give 5. So which one would you want to hit them with today?
Bruh, I think this could be for all three though.
It might. It might.
I think this applies to all three of those positions, bro.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give 5 of them, but it's gonna be for all three. I mean, it could be for parents, right? But this can apply to teachers and principals.
Okay.
But I really want to. I guess I want to direct more towards the parents.
Okay.
The parents. So, real simple, man. My first one is be involved.
That's good.
Right? Like,
gotta be involved.
Like really be involved with your kid. You know what I mean? When you ask your kid, how was your day? Not like in a cliche way. How was your day? Oh, it was good. Okay.
Right.
And then going about your way, right? You're going to go to his room, play his game. No, how was your day? Like, is there anything that kind of stressed you out today? Is there anybody who stressed you out today? Is there anybody who picked on you or said something? Is there anything you had to deal with that you had to overcome? Tell me about that.
Yeah.
Like, be involved that way, right? So,
That's good.
So kids will get used to
sharing their feelings,
sharing their feelings and their experiences, right?
That's good.
So be involved. The next one, the number 2 is be patient.
Be patient.
Be patient.
That's one we don't really like.
Man.
We don't like to be patient. Hurry up and wait.
Hurry up and wait, right? Right. So be very patient, man. And it's something that I believe every parent has to practice, right?
Yeah,
because
for sure.
You know, these kids, man, and patient don't mean patient doesn't mean condoning bad behavior or ignorance.
That's good.
It don't mean that. It don't mean it's okay. I'm being patient. Keep going. No, discipline. Discipline. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Stick to your discipline. Right. But when I say be patient, our temper and our anger can get to a place where it reflects how we treat our kid. So being patient and remembering that you was there. Right? Yep. We always ask, like, why these kids make dumb decisions? Like, bro, I promise you made some dumb ones. I promise you. Like, you ain't the best.
Act like you don't remember. That's all you're doing is acting like you don't remember.
That's it. And it's tough too, man, because sometimes you do think like, bro, I would never do that.
Right.
Like, what do you think? But it's like,
you did something.
Right.
But you did something.
I did, man. And that's just the truth, man. Yes. So being patient.
Okay.
The next thing is be supportive.
It's number 3. Be supportive.
Number 3, be supportive. Right. So we got kids like my son Micah. He, Devin. He's a gamer. He like games, and I think my son Micah wants to do like a podcast. He wants to,
nice.
He wants to do music. He wants to do so many things, and so supporting him in that, and not making him feel bad about going after his dreams. You know what I mean? Yeah. Allowing him to have his dream. Yeah. Like I did. But supporting him in that. That's so good. Being supportive is super important, man, because it kind of breaks the wall down for your child coming to share information with you.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? When you support them.
Absolutely.
So I'm trying to find time to do that as well with my son. Like my son Devin, he loves to play games. So occasionally I'll go down there and sit with him as he's playing, or I'll play with him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just to, like, man, I support you in what you're doing and things that you like.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So.
And I did that, was about a week ago with my kids, man. I was talking crazy smack too.
Yeah.
Don't know nothing about the game. Don't even know what it's called. I'm like, let's play the one with the where they they drive the car and you gotta hit the thing in the. I'm gonna take
and I'm gonna kill you with it. Yeah.
Look, when I say score was 7-1,
getting destroyed.
They just
getting destroyed, bro.
Like, and I'm like, I just gotta let you get that head start.
Yeah.
I'm warming up. They trying to show the other one, Cairo trying to show me the buttons. I'm like, I don't need you to show me the buttons.
Yeah. I've been doing
this one do right here.
Yeah.
But that time, man, and even though I was getting murdered in the game, it was like they were killing me on that field. The laughter that we had,
man, that part,
and the joy, that me looking at their smiles, and they're laughing like, Dad is losing. He don't know what he doing, But it's like they'll remember that. Though.
Yeah, no, for sure.
They're gonna remember that. So, but anyway, go ahead.
Nah, man, have grace and remember that we're all imperfect. So being patient, being supportive, but having grace stored up for the mistakes that they will make. You know, and I had to learn that too, man. It's not always easy, you know what I mean? But you know, we all have something, man, excuse me, that we have to work on. And sometimes we work on things until we die. That's just the reality, man. That's some things we don't never cut all the way off. We just get better and better and better, you know, in certain things is what I'm saying. But we gotta learn how to have grace stored up to allow somebody else to be imperfect like I am. I'm not saying that somebody doing something on purpose. That's totally, we ain't talking about that. We talking about people really, you know, kids really trying and they doing everything that they can. You know, we just gotta have grace and remember that they don't have it all the way figured out. We, as their parents, we don't even have it all the way figured out. So what we think about them, how we think they gonna stumble through life. You know what I'm saying? They need us. So yeah, have grace and remember that we're all imperfect. And the last one is don't waver on the discipline. If you say you're on punishment for a week, it needs to be a whole week. Right? It don't, because what you're doing is if you keep letting off, then the kid never take you serious.
Nope.
I wouldn't. Nope. I'd be like, oh, I'll be off in 2-3 days. Anyway. So it's worth the risk me doing what I shouldn't do because you're gonna let off anyway.
Whatever you're gonna say, it ain't gonna be as bad.
It ain't gonna be as bad as you say. You know what I'm saying? It's you're gonna start to feel bad, and then I'm gonna be off. But you're training, but you're actually training the child to believe that that's the way it works. Like so that, even in later in life, they gonna take that. They're gonna apply that to the same thing, which is scary. You know what I mean?
The crazy part is it won't just be with how they're doing their children. It's gonna be with how they do life. Oh, Mr. Boss Man, I got you. I can knock that out in 2 days, 3 days. Not being a man or a woman of your word.
That part.
It's as simple as that.
That part, man.
Doing what you say you're gonna do. You tell them a week, it better be a week. Like you said, I like that.
So like those are the things, man, that I think will make the relationships a little bit more healthier between parent and child.
No, that's good. That's good. And then that will ultimately help them perform better in school.
Absolutely. With
their grades and everything. As a parent, man, it's you're helping to create this environment for them to feel that love, that support, and all those things that Donny said. It's like it's going to help them to have a better foundation as a human being.
For sure.
And so then some of those things will spill off of them into other people, and they'll have that grace and patience with their classmates, and they'll be a man and a student of their word to their teachers and even their friends and coaches. And so man, I love it. I love it, man.
And the good thing is, like when we say, you know what I mean, like just be involved. Right, because sometimes I'll ask my son, and this is a technique I'm getting ready to start using. This is just something fresh for me, right? If you say, "Hey, you need help with your homework," a lot of times kids be like, "Nah, I'm good," even if they need help, right? But if you say, "I want to help you with your homework,"
it's a big difference. That's different.
They'd be like, "Okay,
you can't say no, I don't need help." You just say what you just said. Oh well, this is what I'm doing.
I want to help you. I want to help you. And then they'll, oh, well, yeah, I need to do this. You know what I mean?
Right.
And sometimes they say no because they don't want you to see how they're not working. I'm good, I got it, or how they struggling. Right? So you gotta be involved. Right? You gotta force your way in. You just can't take their word for it because you know, kids gonna be kids, man.
And you don't know they need a tutor because you ain't never looked at what they doing.
Because you taking a 12 or 15-year-old's word.
Right.
Come on, like, you know they ain't.
I had a lady one time, I know we about to wrap up. I had a lady one time, where did this story come from? I can't even remember, man. So many students and people, but there was a woman who didn't know that her senior was equivalent credits wise to a sophomore. So she was wondering why he wasn't graduating.
Oh my God.
And it was like, no, your child is a sophomore in the records, like the credit, like you haven't seen no grade cards, you ain't seen the report card, you ain't seen how you not know? Like, how do you not know? And so it's like that, can you imagine, bro? Like you thinking your child is about to graduate. I mean, there's so many other
in the 10th for real
questions. I mean, that like, well, so you didn't help them with college preparation or whatever they're going to do after school. Like, how do you get to that point of graduation and realize your kid's not graduating?
Not involved.
Not at all.
Simple as that. That's the simple. Not involved at all. Basically, you know. So
don't be that one. Don't be like that guy.
Be involved. Be involved. And it's tough, man. It really is tough. You know, I mean, the economy is bad. You know, it's bad with two parents in the home. It's bad with one. You know what I mean? So, you know, we juggling so many hats, man.
Right.
So, and parents, have grace for yourself. Right? Have grace for yourself. You know, some of us didn't come up with fathers or you know. Mm-hmm. So you're trying to do this thing, you know, without really being laid the foundation yourself. So you're guessing yourself. You know what I mean? So, but those tips, you know, I say just try to give your child what you didn't have. Yeah. And that can be tough because you don't know how to give what you never had. Mm-hmm. So you got to find out. You got to do some research, man. Yeah. YouTube, it's all type of stuff that can tell us games to play with your children, conversations to start to get like you can look up this stuff we got these, it's over. You know what I mean? No excuses. Be involved.
No excuses. All right, listen, man. That's it for tonight, man. You have given them a plethora of information and tips and meaty. Like you've touched the heart tonight. You've touched the brain tonight. You've touched a wallet tonight. But the wallet part is easy because of all the other stuff. So tell them that website one more time. One more time.
It's www.GoodCoApparel.com. GoodCoApparel. It'll probably come up somewhere.
And it will definitely be. It'll definitely be in the description
It'll
below.
Be in the description.
It'll definitely be.
Hey, you know how you try to be cool? You be like, it'll be right here, but then it pop up here.
Right.
Like, bro, where you pointing at?
Over there.
So follow us on Instagram if you're on Instagram. Good Company Apparel. Everything spelled all the way out. Good Company Apparel. Everything spelled right on Instagram.
Nice. Again, all that is going to be in the description below.
Yeah.
So make sure you click it. Follow this man. Follow his company. Support it. And for those of you that like, man, I got so much good company. Man, buy something for somebody else.
Hey, yo, I had to let y'all see this bingo joint. It's called I Can't Vibe With Every Team. Hey, keep it locked right here, man. It's your boy D-MAUB. Sean Gary, we appreciate you, bro. The Winning Podcast. Score.
Lights, cameras, action, show time. I can't vibe with every team. I can't vibe with every team. No, I can't vibe with every team. I can't vibe with every team. I can't vibe with every who they think gon' beat them Bengals? Who they? Yeah. Who they? I can't vibe with every team. I can't vibe with every team. No, I can't vibe with every team. I can't vibe with every team. I can't vibe with every who they think gon' beat them Bengals? Cincinnati, 513. I'm from the CINNATI. This is my hometown. I'm a representative. Shout out K-Drama. These teams don't want drama from the jungle. We practice down the way. It's time to play, ready to rumble. A nasty, natty native, get it poppin' in the hood. So don't come for me, cause I make sure my company is good. Hey, we ain't scared of y'all. We ain't scared of y'all. We ain't scared of y'all. Take this L. Whether we away or y'all come here to fall. Take it how you want it. You want it, gotta take it. See, we loyal to the soil, so our bond never break it. Right. My family sticking together vital. How you born and raised in the nasty natty? How? And cheering for the rival, yeah, we own it. No love for the opponent when it's go time. Hey, lights, cameras, action, show time. I can't vibe with every team. I can't vibe with every team. No, I can't vibe with every team. I can't vibe with every team. I can't vibe with every who they I can't gon' beat them Bengals? Who they? I can't vibe with every team. No, I can't vibe with every team. No, I can't vibe with every team. I can't vibe with every team. I can't vibe with every who they think gon' beat them Bengals? Cincinnati in the building, stand up. I can't vibe with every team. I can't vibe with every team. No, I can't vibe with every team. I can't vibe with every team. I can't vibe with every who they think gon' beat
But yeah, man, thank you again so much for coming out, man. I appreciate your friendship. I appreciate, like I said, what you stand for, and being able to pour into the people, to the viewers, and everybody who I don't even know who watching, who just clicking through and say, hey, let me check this out, man. So yeah, I appreciate that. Anything else you want to leave us with? Any last words? Or
yeah, so I've been dropping like a whole lot of business tips on my social media. So
they need to peep that.
Yeah, so Good Company Apparel, I'm dropping. I just put something out today on marketing, right? So I'm a real big marketing guy, branding and marketing. I teach classes on entrepreneurship, branding and marketing. So I'm giving out this free game on my social media. So Good Company Apparel, follow that for, of course, product, but also some dope entrepreneurial gems, right? And on my TikTok as well, Donny is good. So DonnyIsGood. Donny is good on TikTok. Follow me there. I'll be dropping gems on there, and I'll be doing my little music thing on there.
That's right. Hey, you want to close this out with a verse?
Yeah, I can do that.
Let's get it.
I can do that. Hey, now I was locked up in chains. Now I'm free as a gift. The way I walk in his name, I'm creating a shift. He done brought me through pain, made it through the abyss. The creator's creation creates. How creative is this? Don't put your boy in a box, lest they call it a Chevy. 24s, candy paint, same color spaghetti like Mario Andretti. I'm the champ on the track. You ain't know I'm thinking like, what type of answer is that? Never been the one to step on the brakes, keep my foot on the gas. My decisions cause division. Some ain't worth the collab. They do whatever it takes to put you back in your past. That don't add up to my future. How you doing your math?
1 + 1 is 7.
That's the dopest ad lib ever.
Nah, bro, I appreciate it, man.
Man, you already know,
bro.
man. Thank you.
Man.
Thank you, brother.
Tune in, like, subscribe, follow every link, follow this man. All this stuff is going to be at the bottom. Follow it. And with that, man, it's your boy, Sean Gary.
Sir.
We out. Peace.
Dope. And keep good company, you filthy animals.
You filthy animals. No, that's dope. That's dope. Oh, shoot. It wasn't even.
You stupid.
You stupid.